Namaskaram, you're watching NewsX. My name is Gauri Kundalia and it is a historic day for India. The team Skyroot has launched India's first private space flight from Sriharikota successfully. The rocket Vikram S, named after Vikram Sarabhai, took off at 11:30 a.m. today and flew to an altitude of 89.5 kilometers. The mission, named Prarambh, included payload made by Indian students and other startups. This moment marks a new era for space in India, as we are all set to become the world's space hub. And joining us today is a guest, a very special guest in fact, Venkata Sai Kiran C. He's the lead of research and development and strategic initiatives at Skyroot Aerospace, a part of a team, the team rather, which made this happen. Thank you so much for speaking to us today. First of all, Mr. Kiran, many congratulations to you on scripting history today, sir. How has the day been at Sriharikota and how do you feel now that it's a success?
Thank you very much. It was indeed a successful day today, very, very much. So as you know, success has no boundaries, yeah? So likewise, we at Skyroot have also the hashtag as opening space for all. The hard work, the dedication and the passion of all the team Skyroot today has come to the actual reality, where the support of their families along with their hard work has led to today's success totally.
Right. And how were the past few days? Were you guys nervous? Were you excited? Were there a lot of nerves? How were the past few days?
Indeed, it was very much exciting. The success today, actually, whatever we had today, where we marked the history, paves the way towards the usage of specific technologies for our next level of Vikram 1 orbital vehicle. We feel very, very much motivated as of today and also excited to our future activities, whatever we're planning. The mission Prarambh actually was our Arambh, and we have created the history today.
Well, indeed. And we were, speaking to former ISRO chairman K. Sivan just moments ago about your feat. Talk to us about the role ISRO has played in your journey as well.
ISRO actually, through the modalities of in-space, has been very, very helpful in permitting us to use their facilities, thereby achieving each and every milestone for this historic event for India. Actually, our mission Prarambh, you'd better say. So there have been a lot of authorizations which have been required, a lot of meetings which were conducted by the support of InSpace with the experts of ISRO, through which we were able to realize today's launch of Prarambh.
Right, and what can you tell us behind the work that has gone on behind the scenes for so many months, weeks, years in making today's launch such a success?
So actually behind the scenes is actually a lot of design, lot of development, realization of the components, including testing, qualification, followed by the launch, authorization through InSpace. It overall took us about 2 years to get to this point where we are today.
Right. Mr. Kiran, your rocket is named Vikram, the engine is named Kalam. I'm sure if Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, if Dr. Kalam witnessed this moment today, they would only feel extremely proud and happy of what you guys have achieved. What were the inspirations for you in them and their legacy, in fact? How did that play a role in your journey?
So indeed, inspiration for every Indian comes from the legacy of the stalwarts of Indian space science. And there's no one to name over there other than Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who's actually, there's no quantification where we can say how inspired is one person from the Indian space sector. So currently in all our rockets or launch vehicles, we call them, we have named after Dr. Vikram Sarabhai as Vikram series of launch vehicles, and Vikram S, today's launch, also contains solid propulsion technology, which we name after Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam as Kalam engine, Kalam motors. In addition to that, we also have other technologies where we have also successfully proven for the orbital classes of vehicle also, like liquid and cryogenic technologies, which we name after Dr. C.V. Raman and Dr. Satish Dhawan.
Right. Right.
So currently in the space sector of India, every child is actually inspired by these stalwarts, and we pay our respects through the legacy of knowledge what we have received in the Indian space sector through this small gesture.
You know, one could say that this is very much India's SpaceX moment. How do you define our space sector today, India's space sector as it stands today?
I'm actually sorry, but this is actually not India's SpaceX movement, but India's Skyroot movement.
It is indeed.
Our
I apologize for that. It is. It's going to be a lot of countries Skyroot moment here on.
Our space sector, through the legacy of ISRO, is made in India as a spacefaring nation. The private space sector in India is actually in its very much budding stages and will soon create new pathways for the future. Probably a revolution towards the world space sector.
Right. So, you know, we've been doing this broadcast since 8 a.m. in the morning. We've been discussing you guys, your journey, what you're going to do today. We've been at it since 8 a.m. today. And in fact, we opened our call-in lines and you will not believe the number of calls we've gotten congratulating Team Skyroot from all parts of India. There were all kinds of people from all walks of lives calling us from different parts of the country. And at this point, when all of India has stood with you, we've spoken with all of these people. What is your message today to these Indians?
So, first of all, before giving any message to our fellow Indians, we first would on behalf of entire Team Skyroot, we thank each and every Indian for standing with us in creating this historic milestone of being the first private launch or first private rocket from India. The Prarambh mission today is the Arambh of the space age of new India. This is as envisaged by our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, and we think that this is going to be the future. The private sector in space is going to drive the entire space age of new India. And a lot of budding scientists who are now coming out of schools, the future generation, the torchbearers of the space age, are going to see the next generation of space, where probably our children or our children would take us on a space tour to the moon in future, or rather also to the Mars. We'd probably go on a holiday to the moon or Mars in future.
Right. Before we let you go, Mr. Kiran, what happens next from here? What can you tell us about the next projects for Skyroot?
So we have a lot of exciting projects which are going on. The passion with which all our team works, especially under the leadership of Pawan and Bharat, it's actually very exciting.
Right.
Young blood. And this is also heading towards our orbital launch of Vikram 1. So I would say that a lot of exciting projects are ahead. And do follow us on social media.
We will. What are your handles? Everything. What are your handles? Tell us.
So we are on Twitter, we are on LinkedIn, we are on Instagram. All the major handles. We're also on Facebook, everywhere.
All right. So please do follow them. Lots of exciting things coming about. India is very excited about space, and we all know that. How big is your team? How many?
We are actually a team of around 210 plus members as on today, and it's growing. Lot of intelligent young minds. So new technologies also emerge with the support of these young minds.
Right.
Yeah, create new futures actually.
All right. No, I urge everybody to follow them. Our official handles can follow them as well, and not just the Skyroot handles. The whole of Skyroot team, they're all on social media platforms. Thank you so much, Mr. Kiran. I know it's been a long day for you, not just a long day, but a long few weeks for you. Thank you so much for speaking to us. All the very best. Our best wishes to Team Skyroot.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.